Hello, today I'm going to show you how we can complete the table of values for different equations. As you can see, we have three equations and we will need to get their y values so that we can plot them on a graph. So let's start with this one here. We have our y equaling to 2x minus 1. Y is equaling to 2x minus 1. That is our equation. We're going to start the first x value, which is negative 2. We bring it and place it where there is x. So y in this case will equal to 2 times negative 2 minus 1. You realize that we have removed x and replaced it with negative 2. So 2 times negative 2 will give us negative 4 minus 1. So we realize that we have negative 4 minus 1. So negative 4 minus 1 will give us negative 5. So our y will equal to negative 5. We bring that 5, we place it here. Now, we're going to look for the next y value. We still use our equation, which is y is equal to 2x minus 1. Our x value in this case is negative 1, therefore our y will equal to 2 times negative 1, then minus 1. 2 times negative 1 gives us negative 2, then minus 1. Therefore, our y in this case will equal to negative 3. So we bring this 3 and we write it here. We continue to generate the next y values. We are still using our equation y is equal to 2x minus 1, and we go to this value of x. In this case, the value of x is 0, so where there is x we shall put 0. We have 2 times 0, then minus 1. 2 times 0 gives us 0, then minus 1. And 0 minus 1 remains minus 1. So we shall have minus 1 here as our next y value. We continue to generate the next y value, and we are still using our equation y is equal to 2x minus 1. Our next x value is a 1, so we shall put 1 where there is x. So we shall have y equal to 2 times 1 minus 1, and y is equal to 2 minus 1, because 2 times 1 is 2. So finally our y is going to equal to 1. We put our 1 here. Then we go to the next we go to the next x value, which is 2. So we still use our equation y is equal to 2x minus 1. And in this case, our x is 2. So our y will equal to 2 times 2 minus 1. And our y will finally equal to 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 gives you 3. So our next y value is 3. So we have all the y values. Let's see the next equation. So here we have negative 4x plus y is equal to 4. This equation is not properly arranged, whereby we need y to be the subject. Okay, so how can we do that? We are going to take negative 4x to the right hand side, and when it crosses the right hand side, it becomes positive 4x. So if you have negative 4x plus y equaling to 4, so you can take negative 4x to the right hand side, and you will have y equal to 4 plus 4x. So 4x was a negative here, and when it crosses this side, it becomes a positive. Our equation is now ready to be used. If you want, you can use it in this form. It consumes more time. So if you rearrange it, it becomes better. So let's start with our first x value, which is -2. We bring it and put it where we have x here. So we shall have y equal to 4 plus 4x. Then where we have x, we are going to put there -2. We shall have y equal to 4 plus 4 times -2. And in this case, we shall have y equal to 4 plus 4 times -2 is -8. When you have a positive and a minus, they give you a minus. So y will equal to 4 minus 8. 4 minus 8, you remain with minus 4. So our y value is -4. Let's go to the next x value, which is -1. We still use the same equation. Y is equal to 4 plus 4x. Where there is x in this case, we are going to put there -1. So we shall have y equal to 4 plus 4 times -1. And in this case, our y will equal to 4 plus -4, because 4 times -1 is -4. And finally, 4 plus -4 will give us a 0. So our y is a 0 in this case. We bring the 0 and put it there. We can go to the next y value. So here the x value is 0, so we are putting it in the same equation. Y is equal to 4 plus 4x. Our x value is a 0, so we shall have 4 plus 4 times 0. This gives us 4 plus 0. And finally, we shall have 4 as a y value. So this is 4. The next x value is 1. So we shall fix 1 in the position of x. 4 plus 4x. Where there is x, we're going to put there 1. So we shall have 4 times 1. Finally, we shall have y equal to 4 plus 4, which gives us 8. So our y value is 8 in that case. We can move to the next x value, which is 2, and we have our equation as y is equal to 4 plus 4x. So here 4 will be there, and then we shall have 4 times our x, which is 2, and we shall have 4 plus 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 plus 8 is 12. So finally, our final y value is 12, and you can plot these on a graph. And the next equation we have is here, which is -2x plus y is equal to -3. So still here you realize that we may need to first bring this -2x to the right hand side so that the equation is easier. So if you have -2x plus y equal to -3, then you can bring this -2x to the right, and you'll have y equal to -3 remains the way it is, but -2x becomes plus 2x. So this is the equation we're going to use. Now let's start with our first x value, which is -2. We shall bring it and put it where there is x. We shall have y equal to -3 plus 2 times -2. So you realize that where there was x, we have put -2. And we shall have y equal to -3 plus 2 times negative 2 gives us negative 4, and negative and a positive becomes a negative, so we shall have y equal to negative 3 minus 4. This finally gives us y equal to negative 7. So we bring that negative 7 and put it here. We can go to the next y value. We have the next x value as negative 1, so we shall say y equal to negative 3 plus 2x. Where there is x, we put negative 1. We shall have y equal to negative 3 plus 2 times negative 1. And we shall have y equal to negative 3 plus negative 2, because 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 3 plus negative 2 gives you your y equal to negative 5. So we shall bring negative 5 and place it here. So we can move on to the next x value. So our next x value is 0. We still use our equation y is equal to negative 3 plus 2x. And our y in this case will equal to negative 3 plus 2 times x, which is 0. And finally, our y will equal to negative 3 plus 0, and y will equal to negative 3. So we bring negative 3, put it here. Our next will be positive 1. So we can say y is equal to negative 3 plus 2x. Our y in this case will be negative 3 plus 2 times x, which x is 1. We shall have y equal to negative 3 plus 2. So negative 3 plus 2 will remain with y equal to negative 1. So we bring negative 1 and put it here. We go to the next x value, which is the last one, that is 2. We shall say our y is still equal to negative 3 plus 2x, and we shall say negative 3 plus 2 times 2, because our x is 2. Then we shall have negative 3 plus 4. Negative 3 plus 4 gives you 1. So our y value in this case is 1. So finally we have completed all the tables. We have determined all the y values for the equations from their corresponding x values.